returned, he had the whole world in his hands, and he had all those fans he had us in the palm of his hand, just waiting, eating out of it. Just, my goodness, what a moment. We don't get much in professional wrestling anymore. We get little moments, and this moment was fantastic. It's just what happens next is the question. What do they do next with him? Because if history reminds us of anything, it's that they didn't know what to do with him last time. Will they make it any better this time? Let's hope so. Let's hope for the best, because he is a very talented individual. Disproved it. This whole lead up has been brilliant, so they've got that right so far. The return was fantastic. Let's just hope there's more to come, and hope we see a lot more of him. I don't want to see him in the ring so much. I'd rather see him tell stories, build rivalries, and then when the time is right, he's in the ring. When it matters, he's in the ring. Maybe there'll be a faction built around him. Who knows? But what we do know is that Bray Wyatt has returned. This is Universal Wrestling Reviews. It's time to talk about Extreme Rules. And what a show it was. Let's have it right. Start to finish, bangers of matches. Bangers and mash. Get it out, get it on the table. Let's get some gravy, because that was on top. That was the Bray Wyatt on top, man. The gravy. Bangers all round. Let's start off with the first match. My days. What a match. Just action packed. They did everything, though, from you could think of in like a hardcore sort of style match. And I reckon it kind of affected the card a bit afterwards. It kind of went down a little bit, in my opinion, the tempo. It was hard to follow this match, and no doubt, because every single person in that match was fantastic. The Brawling Brutes versus Imperium. Come on. Gunther and Sheamus, what are you saying? These two you could just watch all day long. Beat the shit out of each other, and I'm betting there's another one coming. Sheamus getting a win here. The Brawling Brutes getting a win here means something, means that they're going to go on again, and we're going to see Sheamus versus Gunther one more time, in my opinion. Sheamus was screwed on SmackDown, so there's legs to this, and I reckon we'll see it at Crown Jewel. No doubt. It's a big matchup. It's a good matchup. Why not do it one more time? With some stipulations involved. Let's have it right. Sheamus was screwed, so they need to do it one more time. Let's move though onto the match afterwards. They had to follow this, and to be honest with you, I wasn't expecting much, and not many people were, from Liv Morgan and Ronda Rousey. Let's have it right. Liv Morgan hasn't been the best champion, hasn't had the greatest of matches. Considering what they had to follow, it was okay. Yes, there were some botchy moments during this match, but come on. Very nervous, maybe having to follow what they thought. Oh my God, look what's just happened. How are we going to do that? But they did a good job. Told a good story. Right person won. And just glad this whole Liv Morgan experience is finally over. And she'll be back to where she belongs. And hopefully Charlotte Flair will return very, very soon, because this division really misses her. No doubt. And for me, the whole women's division needs to be unified. There needs to be one champ, just like the men's. And it would look a lot stronger. No doubt about it. But yeah, I was all right. It was all right match. It wasn't that bad, but considering what I had to follow, the show did feel a bit flat after it. Thought Karrion Kross and Drew McIntyre brought the show back up a little bit. This was good. But I wasn't happy that Scarlett got helped Karrion Kross get the win. I felt he needed to get a winner clean, basically, over Drew McIntyre here. Scarlett getting involved did muddy the water a little bit. But Karrion Kross getting a win over Drew McIntyre anyway is a big deal. They're pushing this geezer, and rightfully so. Like the last time he was treated as a joke, and they're getting him right. So far he's done well. I'm not liking the constant involvement of Scarlett. I would like to see him win a couple of matches clean because he is good enough to do that. We know that. So he could have done that here. It would have been a bigger statement, even bigger. But gets the win anyway. Looking strong. And he moves on. Will there be more from him and Drew McIntyre? Possibly. Maybe one more match. Who knows? But he could move on here. And whoever's next, yeah. Looking forward to it. To see what they do with him. The ladder match. Let's have it right. It was a good ladder match. The only problem for me was Bianca Belair winning. Felt Bayley looked the stronger person heading into this. Bayley looked like she was going to become the champion. For me, I prefer a heel champion rather than a babyface champion. I prefer it when the babyfaces are chasing. It's always better. But this was a good match. No doubt they both bought it. Delivered. Very good. Finn Balor and Edge was the best match of the night by far. It was the longest of the matches by far, but was the best match. No doubt. Great story told. A lot of involvement. A lot of different offshoots and other little stories going on here and there. We had Rey Mysterio and Dominic. Dominic beating the shit out of his dad. We had Rhea Ripley and Beth Phoenix getting into it. We had Damian Priest getting involved. Yes, there was a lot of involvement, but I thought all the other stories helped tell this great story for half an hour. This match lasted. And brilliant. The way it finished, the drama at the end, Edge having to say I quit because they were going to concerto Beth. Drama. Great way to finish the match. Edge in pieces at the end because they did do it to her as well. My days. Sickening. Absolutely sickening. Great ending to a match. That maybe could have been the main event. Because for me, the main event, while the story heading into it has been decent, didn't think it delivered. Wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be. Wasn't what it was. It wasn't what I thought it was going to be. Daniel Cormier was okay. He did his job, I suppose. Could have been worse, but he did all right. He was pretty decent. It just seemed like a last man standing match inside a cage. Not what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be more like MMA sort of style, but it wasn't. Compared to what the other one was, it was more of a wrestling style match. This was just sports entertainment inside a different sort of cage. Even more gimmick cage, really. Wasn't for me. Didn't enjoy it. Maybe it was because I was getting disappointed because we were waiting all bloody night for Bray Wyatt to turn up. But the way they did it was fantastic. They kept us waiting. They kept us waiting. They kept us waiting. They kept us thinking. They kept us guessing. And they put the logo up in the corner where you're thinking, the trademark thing, where you're thinking, damn, the show's over. He ain't coming. Fuck's sake. You're just reaching for the remote and then bang, the lights go out. And he comes. And he's arrived. And he's back. And who knows what they're doing next with him. But this was brilliant. The return of Bray Wyatt was fantastic. Best thing of the night. To have a couple of other highlights, but throughout as well, some decent matches. This was a good pay-per-view. Good. Not brilliant, but good. Good matches. Great return at the end. What's not to like? Thank you very much for watching Universal Wrestling Reviews. Smash the like button, smash the subscribe button. Let me know what you think down below. And I'll see you next time.